Hello, this is Hellsen, and welcome back to our PBEM Vs Deaniks using the Pacific First mod with variants. And we're watching the combat replay for December 17th, 1941. All right, another free base flipping over, which is always a bonus. All right, our first landing on Nauru Island, which we probably need because we're going to need resources. Landing at Manus. Quiet night phase. All right, nobody home at Clark. He's sweeping Maine again. 10k. Awfully ballsy. Give me another couple turns. Get my fighters in the area. All right. Really, all that in 3 hits. Heavy cloud. All right. Okay, these guys were on the ground. You were on ground, not doing much, but yeah, we're not doing anything. Duka's doing decent on the Hong Kong forces. 13, okay, decent. Clark's just a pain in the ass. We just need to beat it down basically with overwhelming numbers. All right, so he did fly in. Did a second strike. Unfortunately, I moved those flak units in, and we really didn't do as much that much. I'm like, yeah, this kind of sucks. I was expecting more, especially for him bombing as low as he is, 2,000 feet, 4,000 feet. B-17's coming in. Leftover lightnings. I was hoping those 2 AA regiments we sent in would do a lot more damage, but they apparently didn't do much at all. Which is not a good indication of the future. I was hoping those points that we spent on the variants to upgrade our AA would help a lot, but no, not much. All right. We're at the A or PM phase. Second deliberate attack at Clark. Survey says. See a lot of his points dropping. Ooh, 7th Division just took a huge hit. Reduced fortifications to 1. Maybe we wrote a 1-to-1. Not bad. Alright, so we take 4,000 casualties. Only 16 squads destroyed, 372 disabled. Good for us. 2 non-combat destroyed, 66 disabled. 2 engineers destroyed, 63 disabled. 1 gun destroyed, 64 disabled. 25 vehicles destroyed, 188 disabled. So all in all, this isn't bad. I mean, this is what, about 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, about 50 permanent, not even permanent AV, just 50 squads destroyed. We double that in squads, just combat squads. 117 destroyed, 168 disabled. So where we lost 14 or 400 AV, actually probably more than that because of these. He did lose about 300-ish here, but he also lost 121 tanks, which is good because his tanks are what's stopping us really. We did destroy 47 guns to our 1 destroyed, 69 disabled to 64. So I call this is where we win. We didn't win as much in the combat squads, but this is where we win. Not to mention we reduced the fortifications to 1. I'm guessing it's going to take 2 more attacks. So you get the fortifications down to 0. We've reduced his AV probably to 900 for sure here, whereas ours is going to be still right around 4K. So We're winning, Clark. It's going to be another 3 or 4 days for rest up. All right, push these guys back. We'll take Manus. Finishing off this Filipino regiment in Leyte. We shocked attack across the river here to this Filipino battalion. He'll retreat to Davao. Again, doing great. Obviously, we'll take Nauru. And that's it. Alright, so Hankel expands its airfield to 8, Cameron Bay expands its airfield to 5, and Chiang Mai expands its airfield to 4. All good things. And hopefully, his Death Star just hangs out there and keeps bombing those guys. We do some attrition. Next turn, these guys will make it to Battle Bob. We'll probably wait a couple turns to let them repair before we start setting them up to set them out. Ideally. Let's take the idea here. So lots of disruption. Lots of disruption. First Tank Division took a huge hit last turn. A lot of its motorized squads and the light tanks were disabled. So it's lost about 150, or actually probably about 160 AV. The other one that took the huge hit was the 7th Div. It was the other loser of this battle. But most of the other ones are all still over 400 now. Their guards probably lost about, yeah, I'd say probably lost about 100 as well, AV. But still looking decent. We've moved the 6th Tank Regiment in, and it's already built back to 29 AV. It was at 0, so it's moving right along. These guys are going to move into here to finish these guys off. We will attack here next turn. We'll probably attack here next turn and start finishing off the remaining forces in the northern Philippines here. We will also attack Iloilo and push these guys out. And then we're starting to set up our invasions of the Celebs and Timor and that. Over here, I believe, yeah, it's going to be probably a turn or two before we do an attack at Singapore. These guys will continue to push here, and where are we at? Yep, nope. And yeah, we're waiting on the push into here. Unfortunately, yes, 55th Division is 87% disruption. So they're not causing a lot of casualties, but the disruption is bad. So we're trying to get these AA regiments in, and we're trying to move fighters to the area, because if he decides to move across the river right now, it could be painful. 39th Division's heading to cut these guys off. We're waiting on reinforcements for Chusang. We're waiting on 51st Division to rebuild a camp before they head to Hong Kong, but we are now at Hong Kong. So we'll probably do our first stalling attack to start working on Hong Kong next turn. And several many turns here. We're just going to slowly force this. We're sending out a lot of forces for the northern attack and the southern attack here. But we're also upgrading a lot of things. If we go to upgrades, so 12th Division at Hankow, 10th Division at Hankow, 19th Division at Hankow, 17th Division at Hangzhou. All these guys are doing upgrades. Lots of upgrades up here. We're trying to get all these guys upgraded so we can send them out. So we're up to 1400 AV here. We're sending most of the armor ahead down to the south, but we're still waiting on a lot of the divisions here, which you can tell you're going north. You're fully upgraded. Yeah. So once these guys get upgraded, we start sending them north to Echang. And I think you are, oh yeah, you got plenty of turns. So that's 3 turns, 4 turns, 7. Yeah, we're well over a week before we do our first attack in the north here, unfortunately. We are seeing some interesting things from our scouting and forces. So I'm really worried about him moving across the river here. Trying to get as much AV here as well. Is, I believe, yes, 15th Guard Regiment is now just showing up. So we will march them to help some more AV and get as much AV in here to support. I am going to send these 2 TIE divisions. Go ahead and start them. We've marched them across land to maybe get behind these guys and cut these guys off. And that's pretty much it. That's where we're at right now, guys. Moving right along. It's still early game, you know. And we still got like multiple weeks before we actually start doing any of the research for R&D. So we are getting a decent amount of planes in the pool because of the way our R&D works. All these guys, as they build up, as you can tell, each factory is producing, right? So we built 15 zeros just last turn. We built 13 Tojos, 11 Kates, 10 Oscars, bunch of Hellens and the Sarkanese up. So we're gonna build a lot of these planes to build up a nice stockpile. Downside to this is we're using a lot of fucking engines every turn. So, but we need the backups. So that's what we're gonna do. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I will catch you all next time.